Alright, welcome back to another news update video, guys. We are looking at the Broken Doll Alpha Legendary skin. We have all the details as far as what she looks like in the splash art. She has the in-game model. We kind of already briefly saw that, but they also show the effects now, which look phenomenal, and it actually makes me want to play her with the skin now, because while I'm not a fan of the little top wig hat thingy she has going on, I am a fan of all the effects and then the key she holds, which was really cool. I'm actually really looking forward to this skin more than I actually thought I was going to be. So there you go. We have, again, the splash art. So you can see her. She has like little strings that attach to her limbs and her neck and so on and so forth, because she is like a puppet of sorts. And then you have the in-game model with the effects. So you can see there on the left-hand side, we'll start there with the ultimate. Looks like she goes into a stance where in the middle of a clock, it looks like, and they have lightning kind of intertwined, crossing paths between the times. Looks really cool. And then you have at the top one, looks like that's the B attack where you jump forward and do your little lunge. And then you have the explosion on the right hand side from the ultimate. A bunch of gears fly out. That's really cool. I like that little touch because she is like kind of robotic in some sense. And they kind of emphasize that on the whole clockwork type of mentality of this skin, because clocks run on gears, you know, we all know that, right? And so, well, at least not digital ones, but you know, the normal old school classical ones. And then we have the prime directive at the bottom there, looking like she has a more of a lightning spark that comes out to tag her enemies that she's going to charge. Looks really cool. I like the lightning effects. I think they're really fluid and looks really fleshed out and really polished. So while the skin itself looks really cool, the only thing, like I said, I don't like is the wig, or whatever you want to call that. Let's go ahead and go down. Model changes. So we have a beaded and flowered poof hairstyle. So that's what that is. The key to Alpha's Clockwork Heart is also a dangerous weapon. Lacy ballerina outfit with cutouts for keyholes through chest and broken cage crinoline. Blood red point shoes and dolly body joints. So she is a ballerina. Animation and effect changes. So jetés, pirouettes, or jetés and pirouettes, right? That's how it's pronounced. Spin attacks on ballet poses. So she does a lot of ballet reference type of effects. Gold and black sparks and lightning ability effects. That's my favorite part, obviously. Classical walk and leaping sprints. I'll have to see that in game. I can't really say if I like it or not. I wasn't a fan of the whole walk from Baptiste. So and keep in mind, guys, this skin, if you guys are wanting to buy this skin, definitely don't forget there is the Amazon coins. It is a great opportunity to save a bunch of money on ice. You're going to be saving 35% on your purchase if you do the $100 worth of Amazon coins, because you get $35 off the $100 offer. So definitely don't miss out on that. I don't normally do these sponsor type videos, but the only reason why I'm kind of emphasizing on it is because there is a huge update coming, and there's going to be a lot of means to use your ice. And if you want to get the ice, which is entirely up to you, you definitely want to use the opportunity from Amazon coins, because you're basically losing money if you're not doing it. I only do sponsorship videos like this because it pertains to you guys. If it doesn't pertain to you, if some other game or it's some stupid offer that doesn't really make sense to even offer to you guys, I'm not gonna do it. That's why I only do this one, and it's the first one I've done in like 3 years, you know, so it's definitely worth your while, so don't miss out on that. But anyways, let's go back into the animation and effects. So during termination protocol, Alpha falls into a golden clock, we saw that, and explodes in sparks and gears before the key winds her back to life. Deadly clockwork key attacks with beautiful ballet movements, tiptoes through the brush in point or on point, then sits in an elegant pose. Recall, red strings attached to her limbs, spin around her, and drop her back in base. So again, there we go, a brief look once again into the animation effects. I don't know. In my own personal developer standpoint, if I was one, you know, if I was in charge of the art direction of the skins, I wouldn't think ballet would be the most wanted type of themed skin in a gaming community. But I can see what SMC may be doing, which is potentially trying to adhere to not just the nerd like myself or just the general male community in the gaming community, but they're also trying to adhere to, you know, their female audience, because there definitely is a presence of female players in the Vainglory community, and perhaps some of them are actually into ballet, which is nothing wrong with that. But I just say, in general, as far as a business standpoint, I wouldn't suspect a ballet type of skin for this game just quite yet. But hey, it came out, and you know, I still think it's really cool. It's just I don't know. I don't know. I think as far as overall skins, Alpha definitely has some very strange ones, and this is no different. So it kind of fits into the theme, anyways. But anyways, let's go on to the next section here, which is the lore. Story time, guys. We know we all love that, and I know it's cringeworthy at times, but hopefully you can bear with me and enjoy a little story time. But all right, let's go. So the real girl. We poked out the eyes of the bad doctors with our sharp scissor points. So it's already starting off pretty gory. So these guys are being worked, or these dollies are being worked on, and they decided to rebel and poke out all the eyes of their doctors. Interesting. And we took their keys. And then I colored my shoes pretty red in the mess we made in the hallways. So they've covered their shoes in blood. That's cool. I mean, no, it's not. I'm not having murderous intent, guys. I'm saying this the visuals as far as the story. God, look at me. Look what I can do, I said, twirling in the slippy slidey, meaning the blood. I'm assuming. But the other dolly said, come on, we have to find her. We climbed on one another to peek through the keyholes until there she was, all alone in the white room with the white hug jacket. So basically, she's in a jacket that's kind of keeping her arms wrapped up and probably her legs maybe even too. We tried keys until one turned, creaky, squeaky, and then we were all four together again. I'm assuming they just met up with Alpha. We let her out of her jacket and she squeezed us all in a bunch. So she's definitely pretty excited to see all her fellow dollies. Look at me, look what I can do, I said, and I showed her my Yeti and my blé. I'm hopeful I'm not butchering these French words. And she hugged me and told me I was the best dancer she'd ever seen. Let's go home, whined the other dollies. I don't want to go back to the attic and the mama and the daddy and the memories, I said, and I stomped my foot. So obviously there's some issues with mommy and daddy. I guess they're maybe abusive or just downright evil, and they don't want to go back to them. Then you shall have an adventure instead, said our girl, and she put the key into my bag and turned it, and my heart started going tiki-taki. You're a real girl now. You can now find a new home for us. Find a home with parties, said a dolly. Find a home with cake, said another dolly. And lots of dancing, said our girl. We ran through the slippy slidey away from the bad place forever. And I went by myself to find a home with parties and dancing and cake where we all can be together again. So, moral of the story is don't mess with the dollies because they're going to poke their eyes out. They're going to rebel, free their other dolly, and leave the premises and search for a new home, which might be full of blood from the previous residents they're going to be kicking out. These girls are not messing around. If they want to live somewhere, it looks like they're going to make it happen, regardless of there's already residents there. But anyways, there we go. Yeah, because they don't sound too sane. If they're like slippy sliding in the blood and painting their shoes in blood, it's definitely indications of some pretty psychotic breakdowns going on. But anyways, let's go ahead and scroll back up to show you guys the splash art once again. So there you go. Final look at the splash art. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video of Alpha Broken Doll Legendary skin. Definitely pretty cool. Something we've all been waiting for quite a while. Is it the skin I was hoping for? Not really. I was kind of hoping they would stick to more of a more darker theme. This is still dark story-wise, but it's not dark aesthetic-wise. But I can see where the connection lies, and I can definitely see that it is going to be pretty cool overall, especially the effects. I guess I'll be a pretty ballet dancer in Vainglory coming soon, since I played quite a bit of Alpha. But there you go. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Once again, don't forget to check out the Amazon coins. It's definitely a great offer. Once again, I only talk about it because it benefits you guys, for those who want to spend money on ice, and what better than to save money while doing so. Don't miss out on that, and I will see you guys next time. Later.